back to the Podsag Podcast. It's your boy, Anil, Andre, and Coop. We're going to talk about anime and news. Let's go,
Yeah, but that was actually clean. Like, he changed the names, too, but that was actually pretty clean. Like, normally he always hiccups on the names, but, like, that was a clean transition.
Me and Sheldon have come to the conclusion
Oh, my God.
that on the way here, he, like, rehearses the whole thing. Yep.
But he doesn't know who's going to be on it, though. So the name part was clean. The jingle part, understandable. But the name part, that was
on
clean.
the fly.
Yeah, that was clean.
It's clean transition. Thank you. I think this one was my best one.
It was.
So far, I think
that was
a 5+5.
5 sacks out of 5.
I'm gonna keep getting better. I'm keep getting better for this. You know, eventually.
Will your cat be a problem with the door?
I can't hear.
Okay, good. Good.
Sheldon's cat is playing with the door handle. He's evolving, trying to open the door. So it is a door. Oh, it's a doorknob.
Yeah.
If he can turn it, it's over.
Yeah.
Sheldon, you're
it's
done,
his house
bud.
now.
Yeah, it's his house. You gotta move out.
He starts opening.
He pets you from now on.
I'll have to get rid of it.
Oh, my God.
Oh, man.
Go outside,
All right. We are back with another week.
Another episode.
Yeah, but we got an interesting cast here. We got Anil on and Sheldon behind.
Anil's the only because I'm not in front of the camera.
Well, yeah, you're behind.
I'm in
the
a
camera.
different spot.
Yeah, you're in a different spot.
Yeah.
We've completely reorganized.
Yeah,
at this
you
point.
haven't changed. You're in the
Nope.
same.
I'm the same.
You're in your own.
We should have
I'm the same.
switched.
Oh, we should have.
Oh, damn. Yeah.
I mean, like,
we
we still
should've
can.
switched.
We just have to walk around.
No,
but
that'd
I'm
be too
lazy.
much. I can't do all that. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we're going to be talking about some fun stuff. We got like solo leveling, Daima this week. We got Sakamoto days.
Yeah.
And some game releases,
Yeah.
some stuff at the end. So that'll be fun.
Xbox had their like developer thing, which
Yeah.
PlayStation was like featured 1,000 times.
Yeah, because they're like, yeah, please, hey, you know, PlayStation, there's also Xbox. We're here too.
Yeah. Xbox is like, this game's coming to our system. And the PlayStation.
And PlayStation, because we can't afford to just keep it on our platform.
PlayStation
anymore.
is in the back just like.
Exactly. They're just rolling their hands. They're like, yep, we won.
So what should we start with?
I say we just get straight into solo.
I do solo level.
Yeah, Sheldon's saying from the back he's curating us, so we'll start with solo. Let's get right into it. This one comes right off the heels of the last episode. Jinwoo is now out of
The gate.
He's deciding on whether or not he should get reassessed because all of the gates that he's been going through.
He's now basically hit the threshold of like
XP.
XP, and he's like, well, I think I'm tough.
Yep.
Let's just go shoot the shit.
Yeah. He needs to get higher ranked dungeons so that way he can level more, because at this point he's just grinding.
Yeah. Sorry. So he thinks he's a higher level, but officially he's still an E rank.
Exactly.
So in order to get higher ranks, higher dungeons, he needs to be unofficial higher rank to get higher things.
Yep.
So right now he's kind of like
The lowest of the low. Officially.
Yeah, but like the way he's going about dungeons is he's kind of like sneaking into like higher dungeons, but there's not many to sneak into, and they're like B's and C's, and he's like, well,
I need some A's.
I need to like get my name out there. So then he's like, I mean, the episode name is called Time to Stop Faking It. So he's essentially like, well,
Exactly.
I guess I gotta stop faking being an E rank. So
he goes to get reassessed. By the way, before we get any further, we should say spoilers, heavy spoilers. We always do spoilers. So
There's a
hashtag
heavy
get over
spoiler
it.
sack.
Yeah,
sir.
So, but yeah, after that, he does go to get reassessed. But
he goes back to the Hunter Guild thing, and he's like, "Hey, I'm here, XYZ."
But everyone heard about him before he got there. There was like
they all knew about him because of the feats he did.
They're like, he's coming.
Yeah,
he's coming.
so like if I'm not mistaken, the White Tiger Guild, I guess recruiters there, and then he calls Beck and he's like, "Yo, he's here," and then Beck's like, "I'm on the way."
Yeah, and he's like, "Run."
And there's like other people there who are getting reassessed, and then it's Jin's turn. Goes in, touches the sphere, and on the machine it says error, and the lady's like, "Well, this is just."
Yeah.
Technical things,
Sorry.
whatever.
Touch it again.
Hits air, and she's like, "All right, Chief, get in here." And then the Chief's like, "Hey,
no,
show
the
me."
Chief just magically ends up walking in.
Oh yeah, he's just
true.
like, "What's going on here?"
Yeah.
And she's like, "Well, there's an error," and he's like, "Get out of the way, I'll
Get out of the way, stupid.
I'll do it. Yeah. So then
Error. What?
Jin touches it, and then air pops up, and then the chief's like, oh, this can't be. Oh my god, he's the 10th.
There's only 10 people before, or 9 people before you. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So then the lady's like, well, what does that mean? And then he's basically like, this machine can't assess him, which only means that he is now the 10th S rank in the world. And the whole time, Jin's like tapping it, and he's like, but why won't this work?
Yeah.
He's
yeah.
like, guys, why won't this work? Little does he know, he's just him.
He's just him.
Yeah.
It can't actually analyze him.
Yeah.
And it can only do that to people who are too powerful.
Yeah. So I assume it's only from like E to A.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. And then
So,
once you hit S, the machine's like,
you're
whoa,
way too
yeah.
much to analyze.
so now essentially the word's out.
Yep. The word's out. And he goes downstairs, and who's there?
Well, he's not there yet, but
right.
he goes downstairs, and everyone's like, yo, it's him. He's the blah, blah, blah. And like the word's spreading fast. And then all of a sudden,
And he's talking to someone,
Right.
he's talking
to that A rank
recruiter.
that guy
From
who
the
works
White
with the
Tiger?
no,
Yeah. He's like, hey, I know you're kind of tough. Do you maybe want to be a part? Blah blah blah. And then the head of the
Hunters Guild.
like all of them.
Yeah.
No, just that one guild. It's
No,
the-
he's just the-
guild of the hunters.
Jin
Choi Hun,
Choi Hun.
the war master
Yes.
is his name.
Yeah,
He
the
is
flame dude.
Yeah, he's just for the Hunters Guild, which is just that. You know how there's those 5 S
Oh,
hunters?
is there one
Mhm.
called the Hunters Guild?
Yeah,
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, so he's like the White Tiger.
Tigers.
Lady. Okay, okay, yeah. So it's him.
he's a guild master.
He approaches Jin, and he's like, big man, S rank to S rank. I want to formally. And Jin walks right past him. He's like, no, I'm good.
Bye, Felicia.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then the guild guy's like, to his assistant, he's like, I said who I am, right? Like, he should know who I
Yeah,
am.
he's like, hey, I said I'm him, right?
He's like S rank to like, what?
Like we fam, dog.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Like,
he's
in the
like,
blood, brother.
I guess
In the
I guess
club,
I'm
we all
conceited.
fam.
Yeah. And then Jin just says like, no, I'm good. I'm good.
I'm good, bro.
Yeah.
I got bigger things to fry. See you later.
Yeah. So I want to ask specifically you two, previous episode, you guys like speculated like what his rank would be.
Oh yeah.
I can't remember who said like high, like low A. Who said like low A?
You,
said high.
he said
Yeah,
high
high
A.
A.
Sheldon said high A. I said it would just rate him as E,
Yeah.
and it wouldn't actually recognize his power,
Yeah. Okay.
which would
yeah.
have been cool. But
Yeah.
like the error code, understandably, he's
So-
an S rank.
So now that the word's out, are we like where do we think he is in like the S's? Low S.
Bottom?
I think
Do you think he can't beat Dung Soon? Dung Soon?
right
No,
Really?
not
Okay.
with Egress, Tank, everyone. Really?
Fair. Okay. Fair.
Okay.
Yeah. Fair.
Okay.
maybe toe to toe with.
No, I don't think the Dung Su's not the. Is he a higher up? No, I know they're all S rank, is what I'm saying. Like, oh,
Yeah.
okay. Got you.
Yeah. So
Well-
where do you think he is like in the S's?
Well, yeah, I'd probably say he's lower for sure.
Low,
He's
yeah.
definitely lower.
Yeah.
He's
like just the entry to like S or
probably yeah. I mean, after the end of this episode, it's kind of changed because of what happens, but like,
Mhm.
and we'll get into that. But yeah, right at the bottom of
Fair.
S.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Right where
Yeah. So
Well, I just said he could. He might be like he's not at the bottom. He's in the like maybe bottom 3.
what do you think?
Yeah, I
He
did
is.
question it because I'm like he could probably maybe beat the bottom 2.
Well, actually, you like
I know.
No. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
don't ask me.
That's fair.
He knows.
I
knows.
can just lie.
No.
Yeah, lie.
Okay.
Or
He's
say
a
the truth within the lie.
oh
Oh no! Please
You know how hard
Whoa.
that is to do?
Yeah.
yeah.
No.
I do it all the time with bleach.
True. You actually do it really well. I don't know how Sheldon does it, but he's said things that like I didn't key in on, and then I keyed in on it later, and I'm like, oh man.
Since I know, and then he says them, I'm like, that's good.
yeah, he knows. He
That's-
knows what to say.
That's really good. Because
No,
even
he's
I'm
like-
like, that's not how. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
I would.
But-
Spoilers
Yeah. We got a little bit off track now. Where were we?
He's about like, I would say around this time in the anime. A to S, like right in that middle.
right in that
region.
middle.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
So
Look at you.
if I'm not mistaken, after this, is the next scene? Is he at the mom in the hospital?
Yeah.
So basically, and I said to the guys that I commend him for like not taking any like guild invitations, money. Like his number one goal is to just say fuck everything, save my mom. Meaning if I join a guild and I'm not allowed to go in a dungeon, then I don't want to go in the guild.
No,
100%.
100%.
like his number one goal is to find all three things to make the elixir and save his mom. And I just
he's
think
one track minded.
Oh,
he
it's
just has one goal. That's it.
It's crazy. So
And
he's at the hospital and he's just talking to his mom, and then he leaves. And the guy, the blonde dude with the flow, who's kind of always been there since the beginning.
yeah, he's always been in the
Chief Wujin.
background.
Yeah, he's like, so you're like, it's the truth is out.
Yep.
XYZ. And he's like, hey, someone here wants to talk to you. And from the shadows is like the hunter, like the guild hunters
The Netero.
associate.
The Netero.
Essentially,
The Netero.
yeah. The old man Yama, the Netero, approaches Jin. Long story short, he's like, we want you. I can give you a position tonight.
He's
Basically like Saints Row.
yeah,
Player.
Yeah,
literally.
exactly.
Yeah.
He's like,
I
look.
can give you a position tonight.
yeah. He's like, look, you could officially be like chairman.
Yeah.
Like eventually,
Like
in a sense,
you,
like
you will be my guy.
yeah, exactly.
right?
You're gonna be the next in line to be the chairman of the entire guild, which
Yeah.
is
You're my boy, Sungju.
insane.
Yeah. And like
to
Jin
say.
even thought about it. He's like, this could change my
He's
entire
like,
life.
this is a crazy deal, but he ends up actually saying no.
One track mind.
One track mind.
Yeah. He's like, look,
like,
like cool. but
You only deal with D and E rank dungeons.
Yeah.
Which are just not high enough level for him. He needs these higher ranked dungeons. He needs to fight A's and B's and all that, right?
Yeah.
So he actually ends up
saying like,
well, he was gonna sell. They were talking about the marketplace for like artifacts.
yeah. So essentially, Jin says thank you, but no thank you.
Yeah.
Like I have a goal.
Yeah.
And then, if I'm not mistaken, the next kind of high point in the episode was homeboy who got rolled by his dad, the one
Dong-su.
Always forget that dude's name. Dong-su's in the hospital, just totaled,
Yeah.
just completely
Yeah, this
wrecked.
guy looks like he got ran over by a bus. That
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
One of my homies had
the
died.
chairman of the guild's like, "You good? What happened?" And then he's like,
I got shit on.
Yeah. He's
It
like,
looks
basically.
like it's over 10 minutes.
"Yeah, basically, he's like, that dude's a beast."
yeah.
Like,
They were like, so is he a human or like a magical beast?
Yeah.
And he's like,
he
that-
fights like a beast.
He's like,
like,
that
"Look at
thing
him.
was a beast. To
Look
me
at
all."
me.
He's
Yeah.
like, do you see how messed up I am? That's
Yeah.
not a human.
Bro's like half his face is like bruised and his like one eye.
He looked like Jay
bloodshot.
Leno when Jay Leno fell down when he fell down the hill. Jay Leno's whole face was like all dark.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Oh, nice.
and then the chairman leaves and he's like, once we know where he is, we'll let you know. And he leaves and homeboy's in the bed and he's like, I need gear, I need artifacts, I'm gonna fucking wreck this guy.
Yeah.
And then we jump into a whole little synopsis on gear, which gear is essentially like
Steroids.
gauntlets and like armor that I guess hunters can wear to enhance themselves.
Yeah, so it's all the gear that he's been putting on so far, and he wants to like sell his artifact, but he's like, I can't really explain where I got this artifact
Yeah.
from.
So it's
So
like
it-
a sphere that I guess makes his mage's powers
The
double.
mana
Yeah.
doubles the mana power.
Yeah, it doubles the mana.
And then
power.
yeah, like you
But-
said, it's like if I have this and I'm officially an E rank because I don't have my license yet, how can I explain that I have this powerful artifact and I'm just
So-
an E rank?
So then he like scrolls over and he goes to like a mining crew and like
Yeah.
applies for it.
Yeah.
Correct?
He
And then-
basically goes on like that version of Craigslist and he's like looking for a job.
yeah. And so he gets
Kijiji.
and,
Yeah, thank you. That's what it
and the
is.
chairman finds this out like right away.
Yeah.
And he's like, I just offered this dude a high ranking position.
Yeah,
and he's
yeah,
going
because
to
like
mine?
the blonde guy's like, so Jin's kind of moving and he's looking for raids, and the chairman's like, what the fuck? I just offered this dude, and the blonde dude's like, no, it's for a mining thing, and he's like, what?
What the
He's
fuck,
like,
dude?
what do you mean?
Why would you do this?
Yeah, and then like the chairman even has like the like Jin's license on his screen, and it says E rank, and he's like, what the fuck's this guy doing?
Yeah,
he's like,
Can you tell me what he's thinking, bro? 'Cause,
Yeah.
like, I'm a loss at words.
yeah, he's like, why does he want to do a mining
Never
thing?
let
as
them
an E
guess
rank?
your next
Yeah.
move, dude. He really, Jinwoo really
Make
said
your
that.
next move your best move.
Yeah,
DJ Khaled.
yeah.
So then he goes to the mining.
Yeah, and
area.
he's like, "Hey, I'm Jin," and
they kind of explain a little bit of how those A rank gates
yeah.
kind of
So
go
there's
into.
people that go and kill the
strike team,
monsters,
the mining
the
team,
strike
and then there's a team that takes away the corpses.
yeah. And that's all for research and development.
And
but they
then
only do that for
basically
A's.
profit because the magic crystals they could sell for profit.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
they don't go and beat the boss though, which
No.
was interesting.
Until the end, until
Yeah.
like it's all basically
Yeah, yeah.
every resource has been mined out of
and
that
that's
thing.
because when they beat the boss, the gate will close.
Yeah, the gate
so
will
like
close.
it's a thing. But yeah, essentially
a
they
pyramid scheme.
the Choji, is that the dude? The
yeah,
the-
Cho-
Yeah,
Choji, I believe, or something like that.
Choi Hoi-jin.
But yeah,
Choi
he goes
Horgen.
in, crisps everything, and then
Dude, that was crazy.
he just
He-
poof, dead.
He had to get the tank
He
just
was
to
the
block
Korean
his own
Colonel
move.
Mustang without snapping.
He was strong.
Well, he snapped it
made,
into a ball and then
Yeah,
just went,
it's right.
"Poof," and then like threw it, and then from the backlash, it was just like, and
yeah,
then crisped everything, and even the tanks are like had to kind of
yeah.
throw up a
They
ba-
had to
throw up
throw
a
up a barrier so
barrier.
they wouldn't get
He even
hurt.
says he's like, I didn't do it well done though. Give him
He's
a
like, I
medium.
just gave it a medium heat so nothing would get too burnt.
Yeah.
yeah. He's like meh, just kind of meh,
Yeah.
threw it out there.
Which was
This guy
insane.
at a Korean barbecue would have been amazing.
I
No,
feel
but
cold.
The thing is, if he's that strong, and we know that Jeju Island is like he's scared of that,
which says a lot.
that makes Jeju Island seem like monstrous.
Mm-hmm.
That makes
Because
Jeju Island feel like
The
it's like
S teams, the S rank strike team that went to Jeju came back horrified.
he went into an A rank dungeon and killed everything with the snap of his fingers, and he
Yeah.
said, "I kept medium heat."
Yeah.
On a strength level for the Hunter x Hunter fans, it's like Chimera Ant. level
Yeah,
of strength.
that's what I'm getting from like just the power scaling and what we're seeing from
Yeah,
like
that's the closest power scaling I could think of.
yeah.
for it.
So it's gonna be interesting.
It's
Yeah.
gonna be an
It's
awesome
very interesting. It's gonna be very awesome once we get there, and I know we've been teased so much with it. But we're then after that.
So the strike team does their job.
Right,
They are
yes, yes,
all
yes.
blocking out. Jin's on the side, and he's like, "Oh, there's that guy." And then we get our first not first introduction, but we see a look at the girl. I
Yeah.
cannot, for the love of God, remember her name.
Chae-Hin.
Chaehin,
Agent.
Chaehin, right? Chaehin.
Chaehin.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she walks out and she goes and looks in Jin's direction, but she's not there. And he goes, "I thought I sensed the chairman's presence," which is insane because the chairman is Netero basically,
Yeah.
and for her to go, "I sensed his presence," looking in Jin's direction
Mhm.
says something.
Mm-hmm.
That's a crazy thing to say.
And just I mean, he obviously isn't on the chairman's level, I don't think, but I think that just the amount of power coming off
Yeah.
was just so.
Yeah, but the
the
chairman
aura.
is also at the bottom though now, though, power wise.
Oh right, I guess he is
'Cause
like
he's so
because he's so
old.
old. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, but he's still
He's still strong.
yeah, he's still
Yeah.
But he even Sung Jin said it. He's like I still couldn't beat him,
yeah,
even though he's this old.
yeah,
And
Like he's like
that
over
strong.
80 and just a unit.
Yeah.
just an absolute.
Like
unit.
if Arnold Schwarzenegger and Sylvester Stallone just
just
kept doing
stayed jacked.
gear.
Yeah, on gear for their entire life.
Yeah. So after that, we cut to the mining team doing their job. Excuse me. And Jin's just kind of having dialogue to himself, and he hears people over talking, basically shit talking E-ranks, and he's like, "This is the same thing all the time." Walks by, some dude like shoulders him, and he's like, "Hey, get back to work." And all Jin does is stare at him with like one eye, and he's like, "My bad, pimp.
My G.
My bad, pimp."
My
You
bad,
know-
dog.
You know what? We chilling.
You go hang out.
My bad, pimp. I didn't know.
gotta, yeah.
I didn't know
gotta,
it was him.
I'm a dip. I'm gonna leave right
You want
now.
me to hold your axe for you, dog? It's
Yeah.
all good. It's all good. So
All
then,
mine for you.
yeah, literally, right? And then Jin looks down the passageway and senses the dungeon boss, and like what I found is his bloodlust to go at it is insane.
Man.
Like he's like
itching.
yeah, and it's so cool.
The thing is, it's that smile.
It's his smirk that he's
It's
like
his smirk,
"Mm,"
where he's like, "Ugh."
because he's never had, and he even says that like this dungeon boss feels stronger than the tower's bosses.
Mhm.
So clearly that was like CB,
Yeah,
maybe, right?
Yeah, probably C or yeah, probably C
High
and B.
Bs?
High. No, I think it's a B rank dungeon boss was probably Meryl, and the next one
Yeah.
that he's gonna fight in that dungeon, I think would be an A rank. I think how they would have scaled it is CBA.
Yeah, but he didn't get to the A, but now that he's kind of like felt the presence of the
He's
A,
like, I just wanna-
he's like, right? So
He can't beat it, but he just wants
no,
to
because
fight it
he's
a
still
little
like undercover. So
Yeah.
we see him mining, and everyone's like, "Is he an A? Is he E?" Because Homeboy is ripped.
bit. Yo, shredded.
Homeboy
Man
is
is yoked.
physically chiseled.
Yeah.
Right. But the mining team's like, "Hey, we're going for lunch," and he's like, "No, I'm good. I want to keep going." They leave. He darts down this hallway, and he
Straight.
runs and he
Yeah.
gets in front of the gate, and he's like, "This is it." And we see that smirk, which a great shot of just like that smirk, and the dagger kind of like appears, and he's like, "This is it." And then all of a sudden, he's like, "Hey, how are you doing?" And he
Yeah.
goes,
Oh,
pardon me, Jesus Christ, sorry.
she.
Yeah, she goes, "Hey, so what are you doing?" And he turns around, and did you guys notice that like his dagger's gone?
Yeah.
So it's crazy the fact that like he kind of made it go away like that fast.
Yeah.
Do you guys think that she saw it?
his daggers? That's
Yeah.
a good
I
question.
don't think so.
I think
Maybe,
she
but
would've-
she is an S
she
rank,
would've
though. She
had
might have
to.
saw it.
Yeah.
She's got
And-
quick eyes.
And like how much, and this is just a general question. You probably know how much of what he was doing do you think she saw?
I think she definitely saw him running because
Yeah.
that's the only reason she would see. So she would have had to see him running and then saw him get to the gate,
Yeah.
smirk,
Hit-
take out the daggers,
Hit the stance.
hit the stance, hit the daggers.
Yeah.
Right? She would have probably had to see that. But I mean, in anime logic, maybe she didn't see anything. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, it's anime logic.
Yeah, because to backpack off that, the mining team could have like left, and she could have been like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's someone else.
Yep.
I'll just go check.
Yep.
And then maybe she came around the corner as he hit the stance, and she's like, "Hey, what's going on?" And he's like, "Oh, I got lost. Shit, I'm sorry.
I was trying to find a watch.
I got lost. Damn
I
it,"
thought
right?
that was the can.
Yeah, but then the episode ends. Thoughts on it?
Good episode.
Mm.
Obviously not as like thrilling as maybe the other stuff, but
Yeah.
definitely a lot of story progression, which I like.
As Sheldon always says, a lot of like world building,
Yep.
lore building, which
Yep.
I appreciate.
Exactly.
That's right.
Yeah.
They don't have a thing. Oh, you're an S.
Yeah. You got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it was just cool to see a lot of how like what's happening now as he's, out and about.
Yeah.
This is the
Because
official
now-
turning point.
Yeah,
right?
like now the world knows he's the 10th
He-
S rank.
Exactly.
So, like,
now
I'm
going
sure he's
forward,
Gonna get a whole bunch of like job offers, guild offers. People are gonna want to speak to him.
this was a long time coming. Just because I mean they've talked about reassess. He's mentioned it. He's mentioned it a few times before. Exactly. So he's always talked about it, but it never really came to fruition. I didn't know if it would come to fruition this early, but it makes sense completely within the story. And I
Yeah.
think it's just like this. What I really like about this anime so far is the fact that it's just constant. There's never a point where it turns off.
There's no lull.
There's no lulls. This is all just completely just everything is on story. I don't if I blink for a second I have to restart because I don't know what happened and so much is given. In
I
just
find
a
the
few
pacing of the
words.
anime is like
very fast,
very quick.
very
Because I was
fast.
saying to
I
the
like
guys
it.
like last week, I was here in the manga and I didn't expect it to get to here. I thought it'd be like a few more episodes until Chae-hee and Jin like meet, but now like it's just like the next episode, and I was like, oh my god, that like that happened so quick.
A lot happened. That's the
Yeah.
thing. These episodes are 18 minutes and change, and geez, do they pack a lot into this. Like
Yeah.
when you think of the other animes we're watching right now, and even animes you're watching in your personal life, I don't think a lot of them have this much. They're not this dense.
I find there's no filler.
Yeah, it's just pure meat. Like
Yeah.
it's just they are feeding you story element after story element, and that's why this is such a good show. And I mean, other people will argue. Some people will be like, "Oh, it's just a random shonen." Yeah, sure it is, but the pacing of it and the actual content, it never feels like I'm bored. You could easily.
You could.
It does feel.
Yeah, you could.
But I think there's just
Yeah,
the
because
thing.
they in the last one where he was fighting all the people,
Yeah,
the dungeon, like where he gets like the Vulcan guys and all the orcs.
Mhm.
There's actually like a funny little moment that happens. They cut that whole part out as well
What in
in the dungeon where before he comes out, where he fights the orcs and everyone like that. There's Egress is collecting heads and everything like that.
Yep.
And he goes, "Yo, like, you not do that," because then Iron comes with like a bigger guy
Mhm.
and he starts throwing him in front of him. He's like, "Cause like this dude's doing this now." He's like, I can't,
Oh, yeah.
I can't do
It's
this.
it's
See,
funny.
Okay, little things like that kind of.
I mean, they
Because
do.
It's just not all. Right now,
Yeah.
it's all
He
And-
kind
but
of
the
treats
thing is-
Eris as like his right hand man. It's funny when Eris is doing like grand stuff and he's like, "Well, hey."
I agree.
Yeah.
Where
Hey,
I
come
would
on
want
now.
more of this, and I want them to go
And
in
they
on
have their
stuff.
own personality too. Like the shadows have their own personality.
Which I kind of appreciate. Like there's an interaction I think in the same dungeon where like Iron kills someone and Iron's like, "Ah!" and then like Eris is right beside him and he turns and looks at Eris and Eris is like, and he's walked away.
I mean, there is fun stuff like that. I do wish that would be nice to have in the anime, but I do agree. I do still think that it is nice that this is a change of pace
Yeah.
from what I normally get from anime. Every anime I watch has all that. I already get enough of that from my other sources. This is just pure raw meat, and that's all I want it to be personally. I don't. The world is very engaging. The main characters are engaging. There's
Yeah, it's
so
awesome. I
much
love it.
content, but for sure, I don't know. I just love the pacing of it. I
Yeah.
personally think that this is a good pacing. I do wish there was a bit more. You
Mhm.
can add a little bit. But I think just right now they're trying to get to arcs.
I like the pacing of his character growth.
Yes.
I like that's
Yeah, I
something that
don't-
like I've quite enjoyed to watch because like it's not like he just went from like 0 to he like
Mhm.
super
He didn't just
OP.
scream and his hair went yellow and then he just got power.
Yeah, like it's like
First of all,
he cried like a little.
He
bitch.
cried like a
Straight
little
into real
girl.
life.
Yeah.
Exactly. And he got absolutely
I
destroyed.
wanna
yeah,
live, I
but
wanna
like
live.
to backpack off that
Solo
happened.
bitch.
That happened, but then the game's like,
Right.
cool, we'll give you a second life, but you have to do the hard work. Which I appreciate because we've seen him go from like, you know, when he fought Cerberus, he almost died, and now he has like a damn near army.
And the power hasn't gone to his head.
Well, there's so much.
That's another thing that I respect. Like he's very humble.
Yeah, he is very humble. He just it's because he has his one goal. That's it. He has one goal, and once he achieves that, I'm very curious to see what it is. Like what exactly is the next step. Yeah, which is an
Or
Purified blood.
but
Yeah.
the thing is like this, and in this season they've put out so much content because in the first 4 episodes we've already got so much. We don't know who. Now we have so many questions on the entire world, right? Like what's going on with his leveling and how that all happens and what these gates are and everything. We don't know anything about that. We have his dad coming back.
Yeah.
We
There's
have
still that whole thing
there-
about like the
Jeju
ant,
Island.
the ant they saw on the coast with wings.
Exactly.
There's still that.
Exactly. There's all the S ranks, which we still need to learn about. There's still so much content in this anime that it's just
Mhm.
there is a lot that I'm looking forward to.
So far from the
but
S ranks, we've seen Chohei, Jin, Beck, flame dude, and then in like even in the opening,
Chai-Hin.
if I'm not mistaken, we see a guy with a sword and a shield, and then we see. Well, the part where I don't know that, but I'm just assuming because the part where in the opening
don't know who he's
where
talking
it's
about.
like all of them walking through a tunnel, he's there. So I assume he's like maybe like a guild leader. I literally have
I know,
no idea.
No, I know what you're
Yeah,
talking about.
I'm just guessing this based off
because
of the
it's
intro.
it's all of the S ranks, yeah, and they're walking through that.
They're
door,
walking
and there's
towards
a bunch
like
of backs, and you just see the
light.
back of people.
Yeah, and I have no idea if like he's maybe like a right hand man or an S rank. I just assume that like we haven't seen all of maybe the guild leaders yet.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay.
That's new, and I don't like new things.
I'll give it a 7.5.
Get used to it.
I'll give it a 7.5 just because like it's got good.
I am the captain.
Look
It
at
got good story building and the pacing was really fast. So it was pretty like information based episode today.
Information heavy.
Yeah. 7.5.
I will agree because the
Ride my
pacing
coattails, bitch.
um
Make your own score.
7.6.
Okay, there you go.
There we
Fucked.
go. 7.6.
Um
This is the Price is Right for scoring.
yeah, 7.5 in the sense of the pacing. It wasn't too quick. We kind of got different POVs of different situations happening. We now know that Jin's an S rank, and we are being introduced to new characters, what they can do, and we're starting to see a bit more of the world, kind of like the diverging paths kind of going towards one thing now.
Fair enough. I give it an 8.5. I think it was a good episode. No animation flaws. The VA was on point as always. The pacing is a little bit fast, I will agree. Where you could have a little bit more just to, buffer these episodes out. But at the same time, I really enjoyed what I was watching, and everything was it was a big story building episode. So I'm not going to give it like points on how the animation was flawless or anything. It was average for the anime, which is very overall good.
Yeah.
Is what I'll say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And on the topic of Solo, if anyone hasn't heard,
Jinwoo dies.
Gojo, we're going back to this.
Gojo dies.
Gojo dies.
It has been confirmed, if I'm not mistaken, they are making a live action Solo leveling.
I want Sylvester Stallone as Chairman Gun.
I'll watch it
Yo,
for that.
that'd be
I'll watch it for that. I'll
Yeah.
watch it for that.
If I'm not mistaken, the
Oh.
English VA of Jin is playing him. So
Oh, really?
yeah.
Interesting.
there's
Okay,
a-
cool.
There's a photo, if I'm not mistaken, of floating around of that guy holding the two.
Sung Jin, would you like to be part of
Hey, Mr.
Jin? Would you like to be part of the Adrian? I mean, sorry, wrong movie. Like you're like, all right, this guy's fucking.
This is
But
very
yeah,
good.
there's
This is
a
great.
there's a photo of the English VA holding the two daggers hitting the pose, and I think like that's
As of
like
right now,
really
Mm.
okay. Pardon me, then. Thank you for looking that up. I thought that
no
photo.
official announcement.
I
No
thought that
official.
photo was him being like, yeah, like I'm doing that. But thank you for
Man,
Because
there's been
Because
so
Pat
much.
doesn't do it.
There's been so much
you're fired, Pat.
AI trailers and everything coming out for like different like shows and things that are slated to come out.
Yeah.
And it's been confusing a lot of people.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's getting really
It's getting
good.
creepy
The thing
good.
is, at this point, I've actually trained my eyes, like where I'll be on reels, and there's
Okay.
so much.
Trained
AI.
my eyes.
Fucking
It's easy to
Fuck
spot.
you, Chia. Shut
It's
the fuck
not-
up.
He's he
that's
just sitting there like
crazy.
this. He's like looking like. He's like
I've got the fucking.
He's just looking like he's just sitting there like Shikamaru, just looking at. It. He's like fake, 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 real, fake,
His
fake,
eyes are
fake,
It's so-
fake. Yeah.
His girlfriend's like this. He's like fake, 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 real,
no,
fake,
no,
fake,
no,
fake.
There's a lot of really, really big cues.
JD.
My
Hi.
Unagi.
Came out like an anime character.
Why can't you train your eyes to look at things?
He's like, if people
You
in
definitely
Sakamoto
can.
days can roll around in roller coasters and jump down, why can't I train my eyes?
You can train your eyes to see different things. I see AI. Bang. It's actually really easy to see if you look at the background. The blur, man. You just look at the blur.
I don't know what you hit, but I'm so scared.
Yeah, I don't know what he hit. I don't know what he
But
hit.
speaking of roller coasters, let's get on to Sakamoto days.
Yeah, let's get into it.
Days.
I
Yep.
thought you said Sakamoto days.
Sakamoto.
Episode starts in the
Sakamoto.
Welcome
in the
to
shop.
Sugar Park.
Yeah.
This
no,
episode
it starts-
starts off very quick.
Yeah.
The doppelganger.
A lot. Yeah.
Stop
the
spoiling
doppelganger.
it, dude.
It starts off with
We
Lou.
are the spoilers.
Yeah.
No, we are. You're the guy who fact checks. them.
Yeah, you need
Yeah.
to be the fact checker. Yeah, yeah. So we start off in the
this-
Sakamoto Mart,
Yeah, and then Lou walks in.
Sakamart.
Sakamart, and
Lou walks in
Lou walks in and she's late.
about 2 hours, and Shin's like, "You're 2 hours late, bitch." She's like, "Oh, pull the stick out of your ass, motherfucker."
Suck my
I'm
ass.
here.
I'm not
She
late.
literally
Legitimately,
said,
that's how that goes.
"Pull the stick out of your ass."
Dude, I'm telling
bro.
you, the English version of the show, there's tons of swearing.
They gave
Tons of
them.
swearing.
They gave them full.
When do you guys watch Ghost Stories?
No, I've seen. We all know ghost stories. Ghost stories is just bananas. But
love
so actually, right after that, she's like stocking the shelves and she's just like overfilling them, and Shin's just complaining about Lou, like she's lame, she's overstocking everything. Grow up,
Not even overstocked. Wrong places.
throw it in there,
Yeah, dude, we were like back in the days.
throw it in there.
About when I'm working at Walmart, I'd get fired for that. Soft opening, 100%. Yeah, we were putting syrup in freezers and stuff like that to mess with our friends.
See?
Like, grand opening, we
See?
did that because
Yeah.
like whatever, dude. It's grand opening.
But so after that, we have a doppelganger walk in.
No, you have Sakamoto, who's unusually more talkative than normal.
Oh, right, right,
and
right,
then
right, right.
during that time, you have the actual Sakamoto walk in.
Yeah, the
And
and they're
doppelganger
like, "Yo,
walk
what
in.
the fuck, dude?"
Yeah,
they're like,
yo,
"Whoop."
what's going
Whoop.
on?
I'm surprised about
Yeah,
that.
and then Sakamoto just was like, "Whatever, dude. Just another day in my life."
Yep.
And just keeps walking, reads the newspaper. Homeboy's like, starts talking to him too. He's like, "Come on,
Can I
man,
go
you
take a
want like
phone call?
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
this?" Take it away, babe.
It's a pod interruption, but
Yeah.
it's okay. So
then the guys, then the doppelganger.
the doppelganger walks up to the clerk.
opposite, actual to Sakamoto,
Yeah.
and is talking to him while he's reading the newspaper, and it was like, "There's a bounty on your head," Slah! And
Yeah.
tries to stab him, and then Sakamoto moves, and his chin jiggles.
Yeah. His
Yeah,
chin-
and then
his
it
chin
jiggles,
does
and
give
then
a
he like
jiggle.
shifts it, and then he goes, "Wow, you're still fast." He's like, "Yeah, it's been a while, Nagamo. Haven't seen you." And then that's when like the homeboy goes just like a quick little snap, like a instant transmission Goku.
Yeah.
That's when he says like,
He,
"Oh yeah,
he
it
shadow
has been a
cloned.
while.
It was a shadow clone.
You didn't recognize me," and then everyone's like, then Shin's like, "Yo, what the fuck? How,
Yeah.
Like, I can't read your mind, dude. You're too calm."
Yep.
And then he's like, "That's scary." And then that's when you
Welcome to
find
the
out,
S-rank assassins.
yeah.
Of Sakamoto.
And then that's when
Yeah.
you find out that there's actually a $1 billion yen, 1 billion yen.
Well, I think that was
Bounty.
teased in the last episode
Yeah.
where they threw the papers down and his had like a billion or
This
something.
fat ass is
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah, Yeah.
They're like, "What? This fat fuck?"
Yeah. And so he's there to let him know. And he's like, don't worry. You don't have to worry about me, though.
Pizza comes in.
Yeah, and then the pizza guy comes in, and he goes, "You guys are fucking stupid, fatties. You guys let me through quickly."
Yep.
And then he's like, "Ah!"
I got the, what did he say?
And then he's got the pizza.
Pepperon-
Yeah, the pepper. He's like, I'll cut you all up like pepperonis on my board."
Bang. Yep. That was the line.
And then and then they have Nagamo tied up. And then, because I don't know why.
I don't know why Nagamo
And
was
then
tied up. He just was.
The pizza guy's like, "I'll fucking kill him, dude."
Yeah.
He's like, "You guys fucking listen to me, bastards. Fuck, I'll get him."
And Sakamoto's just eating pizza.
Yeah, they're all
Sakamoto-
there. And then he's like, "Dude, what the hell? You don't even
Mm.
care?" And then, again, instant transmission. Homeboy flips out, gets the cleanest rear naked choke I've ever seen, and it's
Yep.
actually pretty accurate too.
Yep.
And he's holding them like this.
Yeah, he's got
That's
him
pretty.
choked.
That's a good. That's good.
He had,
That's very good.
is very
Ladies,
true.
listen. Hold your fucking man like that. Just
Huh?
hold your man like that.
And then just don't let go.
Yeah.
And then just when he passes out,
Give him
yeah,
a kiss.
just give him a kiss goodnight.
Yeah, that's it. Then take
And
his
then-
money and run.
Yep.
And then so from there,
Sakamoto parts.
yeah, he bounces. And then that's when Shin and Sakamoto are talking outside. They're like, "Yo, bro,
We also find out earlier there was a clip where Lou was talking about her working in the mafia.
Oh, yeah.
And we find out that she was just tossing burlap sacks into a hole,
into corpses.
and that was wild.
Yeah, she's an ex-mafia.
She is like full blown. Yeah,
Well, she
Yeah, she was just clueless.
was dumb.
it's
Dumb
true,
as,
she is
dumb
dumb.
as bricks.
She is dumb.
She's
as
a
bricks.
doorknob.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah, she is. But yes, we were outside.
The pizza
Yeah.
Oh, a camera, yes.
Oh, right. The pizza
The
box,
box
had
has a
the
camera
camera.
in
I
it, and that's why
completely
we
forgot
have you
about-
there.
Exactly. Fact checker.
because the hitman was trying to figure out.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Right?
And Nagamo actually says like low rank guys like this won't attack him. It's like they only use him to set things up. He actually says that right
Yeah.
after.
Remember what
Yeah, he was part of the order.
He was part of the order, right?
Yeah,
right.
but I-
And it's like an urban legend.
Yeah.
a legendary.
That's it's a
Yeah.
huge legendary group of assassins.
Yeah, and so
Urban
yeah,
legend, though.
that scene right after is like, yeah, they're in the what is it, like a conference room?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're in the conference room,
And
and,
then they see it, then Sakamoto's like, yo,
Sakamoto finds the camera, and he's like, "Hey, yo, you come near me, and I am going to kill you.
yes, just
You will
simple
all
as
die.
that, big
I am
dog."
going to bring hell to you."
Pew,
I
pew,
believe
pew.
was the exact phrase he used.
Yep.
Which was insane. And then he shoots it, and they're like, "Oh,
This fat ass means business.
yep."
Yeah, then
And they're
that's when they're
outside.
like chilling outside, and he's like, I don't know about these enemies, dude. It's gonna be pretty shitty because
Yep.
we don't know who they are or what they are.
Mhm,
And then
mhm,
the daughter comes like, hey dad, we're gonna go to Sugarland.
Sugar park.
Yeah, Sugar Park. We're gonna miss sugar. It's gonna be amazing.
Did he voice are we finding out that Anil is
The girl.
the girl, little
That's
girl's
me.
voice actor?
That's me.
That's why we're promoting it on this pod. Is
Yeah,
we're shilling for
that's it.
Sakamoto because he is
I
the
am
DA.
the fat ass.
Yeah, but she's like, we're gonna go to Sugarland, and they're like, hey, like assassins are gonna
Not
try.
a paid promotion.
No,
No, not
I
paid
wish though. Can you
promotion.
imagine?
Come on, Crunchy, get on it.
That was net-
Oh well,
Yeah.
Netflix. Actually, true. Yeah, no, but we want Crunchy. You know what, Netflix, go away.
I want anyone.
We want anyone. So we are at
The Sugar Park.
We end up going. They end up going to Sugar Park.
Yeah.
Everyone goes to
Just
Sugar
everyone's
Park.
chilling, and then you find out that Shin is just changing the radio frequency of the walkie-talkie, so he can talk
his
to
psychic mind.
Yep.
talk, so he can talk to Sakamoto, and then freaking he's like, oh, there's an enemy coming, and it's this guy dressed up as a janitor.
Yep.
And then he's pulling, and then
Tatsu.
yeah, and then he's like, the janitor's gonna mop you up, gonna clean you, and then tries to stab Sakamoto.
Yep.
And then he
Oh, sorry. Tatsu.
And then so Sakamoto gets a pen out of the janitor's pocket,
Yep.
stops hits
Stabs him in the chest.
misses arteries and vitals,
Yep. As we find out
and
later.
just
Yep.
hits nothing but muscle.
Yep.
Yeah.
Look,
I
what
hit
we
my
get
heart right
into
now.
after this is Spider-Man levels of nonsense. So I really don't think we have to be taking it seriously. I'm gonna be completely honest. All that like human shit went out the window.
Because
Like
right
this
then and there,
episode.
we end up at a roller coaster.
Yep. We go
And
to a
then-
roller coaster.
Then you find out that there's a man who is just all chill vibes, dude.
He's all chill vibes.
Sakamoto.
Yeah, he can't
Yep.
breathe, fat fuck. And then so from there, you have Shin. He's like, I gotta get out of here and save my friend. And then from there,
He pulls out the
yeah, and just shoots it. Pew, pew. Because Lou's like, yo, that guy looks at that silver hair guy kind of looks suspicious.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, I don't think so, man. Lou, you're stupid, dude. Like, this fucking, I can't get anything out of this guy's head.
Yeah,
Like,
he's like, nah, he's
stop being
chilling.
dumb. You Chinese bitch. Right? That's
And
what
then-
he wants to say.
And then he
That's when he pulls out the gat and is like, I'll go see what this
yeah,
homeboy's
yeah,
all
yeah,
about.
yeah.
And he shoots his and he takes. That's when he jumps.
He jumps. So the roller coaster is going on a loop, which Lou says, and Shin ends up jumping off,
To stop.
flying down, dropping on
To the guy.
to the guy,
slapping the guy's gun out of his hand so he
Yep.
doesn't shoot Sakamoto
Barta!
like a white spider. like
like a man who's
Who's
become
become a
something
spider.
like a spider.
like a white man spider.
Like
And-
some
He's
dude,
Japanese.
Yeah.
like some dude who got bit by,
by
a
a
spider.
but was Japanese. Someone like Peter the Parker.
We're finding out that Sakamoto days is just part of the Spider Verse. Did we
Homeboy
crack the
flips
code?
down, slaps it, shoots him, and then yanks him out of the thing. They end up just falling down, conveniently landing on another set of tracks of roller coaster. The same roller coaster,
Yep.
just at the bottom.
Yep.
And then homeboy throws knives at Shin.
They threw,
And then-
and he throws 2 knives.
But
and
he gets
kinda
that devil's, that,
Psychedelics, dude.
yeah.
Yeah, he gets
He gets
drugged.
that Jesus Christ Hallelujah cabbage.
Yeah, he got
right in his
he got
veins.
really good drugs. Is all I'm gonna say because that man was tripping.
Eyes redder than the devil's butthole.
Yep. And he's like, they go into a talking.
Yeah,
They go into a
they-
bunch of talking. They're like, oh, you're drugged.
I love you,
can't-"
you love me.
Yeah. Oh,
But
we
I love
can't.
Sakamoto.
Exactly. And he's trying to protect his family, man. And so the roller coaster comes.
Yeah, and homeboy, they jump it.
Shin jumps it
Low.
on drugs.
Because he reads everyone's thoughts. And that's how he deduces, like, hey, I know the height of all of them. Because if you didn't know, your thoughts tell you how high you are.
Yep.
Isn't
They
that
do.
usually how it goes?
You know, sometimes.
Yep.
Isn't that usually how it
And-
goes? When you're high, you like
Actually, lore accurate.
in like third person, aren't you like? At least I am. I'm like, I'm high right now. You know what I mean?
lore accurate high
Sketchy.
is what we're talking about.
I mean, his eyes are pretty red.
his
so-
eyes. No, that's what we're saying. His eyes were. He was cooked.
Yeah.
And cooking.
And cooking.
That guy's ass. With
True.
fists.
True.
Of
And
flame.
so
Pause. Wait, what do you mean? Cooking his ass with flames?
so after that, they end up back on the roller coaster.
Yeah.
And Shin's trying to figure out where Sakamoto Sakamoto is, and he hears Sugar
Yeah.
or not Sugar.
He
What's
hears
her
a
name?
daughter.
His daughter.
He's like,
Can't
oh my
remember her
god,
name.
it's Sugar!
Yeah.
I
Oh my god,
love
it's Sugar. And
Use that way too well.
that's what
me, dude.
that's what I said. I said we are. He's
also,
actually the
I'm
VA.
Elmo as well.
He's the VA
I can
for the
see
little
that.
girl.
I'm Elmo.
Yeah.
Elmo doesn't like Rocco.
And I don't like that.
No.
So he ends up hearing Sakamoto,
black.
jumps off the roller coaster, lands on Sugar,
And just fucking
Lands in the tent.
and
Yeah.
then he just like appears
as Sugar.
As
in
Sugar.
the Sugar Bunny suit.
in the Sugar Bunny suit, and
And
then
starts just rocking
he's
homeboy.
just beating the shit out of him.
Gives
like
him hands
no
left, right. Thank you,
remorse.
man.
Like just
Bro.
back and forth, and he's like, "How is he doing this? How is he beating my ass?"
Proceeds to give the slickest beatdown.
Oh yeah, he's
Ever.
just destroying
Straight
him.
up.
And so we actually find out Sakamoto is
Is-
just reading to him, like, hey,
Telling him his
jab,
moves.
right, get in, uppercut, just like letting him know what to
Yeah.
do.
There's
Like, remember that movie with Hugh Jackman?
yeah,
Real
yeah,
Steel?
yeah,
Yeah.
real
That's
steel.
what it was.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah.
It was Real Steel.
It was real
It was
steel.
Real
That's a
Steel.
throwback.
It was
Real
Steel.
Steel.
Sheldon's dying off cam.
That's such a.
He's
That
like,
was a terrible movie.
That was so good, dude. The ending, he fights again. The uncle boxes again.
My
Sakamoto fights again.
so yeah, he ends up beating the hell out of this dude. And,
Real steals it, dude. He really stole the show with that move.
he did, and he ends up beating out this dude. And then what exactly happened right after that?
Then after that,
Well,
they
so what do you mean? Like that entire fight?
Yeah, the fight happens, and then right after that, I can't remember. Now I'm getting spacey about it. Fact checker, where are we at? It's near the end.
There's
That's like the end of the
There
episode.
was like some comedy stuff that went down.
Yeah, where they're
Yeah.
back in the shop, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's some stuff that goes down, but nothing like big story wise. So that was kind of the big end of the episode. How did you guys feel about it?
It was a 6 for me. Yeah, because the animation sucked at some points. Because especially when like there's one point where you see Shin jumping, and it looked like Dragon Ball Super when they first aired. Like
I'm mad because you took the number right out of my head. That's exactly what I was
straight
gonna say.
6.
I was gonna say a 6.
Yeah, straight
Just
6.
because I think this episode really, like, the first episode I gave an 8. I think the last episode I gave a 7, and this one I gave a 6, and it's going down pretty quick because I'm realizing something. This is just Spy Family, but not as clean animation
Or intense.
or intense,
Yeah.
and I just don't. And also,
Or
I
totally
like the
different-
characters
or
in
with
Spy
no-
Family a bit more.
Yeah,
They're a
there's-
bit closer, like they're a bit
Well,
more
actually,
family
like
friendly.
Spy Family. They adopt Shin
It's
basically.
legitimately almost the same.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's what
And-
I heard when this was first airing. Is that like someone's like, if you like Spy Family, you'll like this.
Yeah, and this is very Spy Family esque, but in all honesty, like you said, there's some animation choppiness happening, and the animation overall has never been like a quality of this. Like it's just been kind of okay, like it's whatever. And honestly, the story is okay. Again, it's nothing deep, it's nothing crazy. It's a nice, like, lighthearted, family friendly show. But again, like there's just nothing really new.
So what I think,
Your
what's
definition of family is so awful. Like you said that about Avatar, live action. People were getting burned alive.
No,
And
I
you-
know.
And you're like, oh, this is a
No,
family
but he
friendly
didn't. The thing
show.
is, he didn't kill them with lethal force. You got to think, this is Spider-Man, bro. Like, Spider-Man is family friendly. He doesn't kill them, right? He misses all the arteries. That dude dropped off the building, but it's okay because, before he hit the ground, there was actually just a magical spell there. Right? So it's family friendly in that regard. Yes, there's killers, yes, there's people that are going to die, but they explain it as, oh, they're not actually dying.
Mhm.
Because death is the number one rule that you can't do in this show, right?
Mhm.
So I don't know how I'm feeling about this anime so far. It's going downhill quick. It's almost like Ninja Kamui for me.
I feel like it's gonna be like when it's Sakamoto's fights. That's when their budget kicks up.
Mm.
That's when they spend most of their budget, and then
Yeah.
when it's everyone else's, they're like, ah.
And that's fair. That's fair. I just the entire story so far has not been so appealing that I'm just like craving Sakamoto's fights yet. If that makes sense. Like
It doesn't
they
pick
have-
up for a bit.
they haven't really brought in a lot, and I'm just waiting steadily, but I don't know. It's okay. Andre, how do you feel?
Yeah. I'm like hovering between like a 6 and a 6.5. I don't know, like I want 6.5.
6.5?
Yeah.
You the odd man out. I like it.
If you did 6, could have been the double.
It's true.
That's why I didn't want to, because I'm a man of God. And I'm just kidding. I mean, like, yeah, like I don't really have anything else to say, but just echo what you guys said. Like, it's starting to kind of be like, is the show gonna kind of
Yeah. Like
Drop
where
off.
come on.
not drop
where-
off,
where
but
we
like
going?
I'm really hoping that like it kind of gets
Picks
somewhere,
up.
because like Spy Family, like when I started, it was like poof.
Exactly.
Like
yeah.
I was interested, but this I'm like,
because I find the world in that show is just more interesting.
yeah,
The world right now is like so basic in this show. Like there's not really a lot of depth. It's like, okay, there's assassins. We know there's assassins.
yeah. Like if the
We
show's
know
a
that-
slow burn, I get it.
Yeah, but it's definitely not like, it's not turning out to be the highlight that I was really hoping it would be. I thought it would be like, oh, this is really good. But at this point, I'm just like, this is, if you ask me my personal opinion, it's average. This is an average anime.
It's an average
Yeah,
manga too.
that's yeah.
Until
Okay.
it gets to its like high points, that's when it does it really well.
Interesting. Okay,
Like Sakamoto's fights are sick all the time
we need more of those.
because he doesn't have like a specialty.
Yeah.
The environment is his specialty.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's what I really
The
wanted to see
environment
more
is
of.
his
And
weapon.
that's what was really cool about the first episode, is they got me hooked with those scenes. But now that we're like 2 episodes in, I'm like, come on, give me some more
Yeah.
John Wick stuff.
Yeah.
Well, I want to see. I just don't want to see Spider-Man Shin. Spider-Man Shin,
Shin.
whatever.
Spider-Man
Spider
Shin.
Shin.
Spider-Man Shin.
Shin.
Man.
But we do have another anime to go over. Daima, still going on.
Still on.
14 episodes strong. 15 episodes strong. My goodness, we are going through this quick. Yeah, this one, spoilers, but I liked it a bit more. It kind of, Yeah, they start.
Kind of how the last one ended. This
Yeah.
just like starts.
Yeah, exactly. So we go through to the first demon world. They get ambushed. It's a Star Wars fight. Nobody's hitting their lasers. Goku gets hit once and
Paralyzed.
gets
Yeah.
paralyzed. Vegeta gets hit too.
Well, Vegeta was actually doing work.
Yeah.
He was.
He was
And
like enough of.
Yeah, yeah. And so it was one thing about that first little fight had really good frame rates. If you guys didn't notice, like I don't know, I was watching it and like everything felt very smooth, and I was like, this is odd that they're making this like giving this like a pretty decent fight like animation quality. I appreciated it. I appreciated it. So yeah, that happens.
So you.
Yeah, I was concerned when I watched it. I was like, why is he going Super Saiyan
It's
for
true.
like this?
He
Yeah.
does go Super Saiyan, which
Vegeta never went Super Saiyan for it.
He doesn't have to.
Yeah, I know.
yeah. Well, I mean, Goku just goes Super Saiyan and just like
Damn
starts
it,
bombing
clown!
everything. He's just like he could have done it from the beginning and just like it would have been over. Like there's so many. I don't understand why.
Yeah, they just kept. I feel like they kept this fight longer than they should have.
It was a bit long. It was a bit long.
Like, dude, you guys could have just rolled in quick,
It's true.
and you had Piccolo helping you guys too. Yeah, King Kadon and his homeboys came in throwing pipe bombs. Yeah,
Right? Yeah, they show up. They bring in some the evil guys. I can't remember their name.
Yeah, so they gave us some back.
Yes. Yep.
Like
Hebus had it the whole time
Yeah.
because he's the one who found it after.
He found it after it got
They showed,
lost.
Like, at it.
Deborah and King Gomba's father,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and he had it before because then Deborah was gonna
He was getting it, but
Yes.
then it got lost.
buy this one.
Well,
The
Deborah had it stolen.
yeah,
Yeah,
He
he had
had it stolen.
it stolen.
and then
So
the
plan was
guy
just to
gets
hide it
killed.
'cause
Yeah.
there was no-
killing his dad anyways.
throwing
Mhm.
his dad.
Mhm.
Yeah, and then they lost it, and he's like, okay, well, he wanted to use a third eye, but since he's got lost, he's like, well, it's not my problem anymore, so fuck it.
Yep.
And then that's when Hebus found it, and then
Yeah, and
Hebus
then
ever since they lost it and Deborah death, Hebus has had it around his belt
And
buckle.
how
He just popped it into his belt buckle.
Yeah,
It's
Yeah.
crazy that like if he put it to his head, he would have just become the all powerful
Yeah.
Hebus.
Yeah.
And
but
and I
only
would
if
have
the-
loved to
if
see
the
that
third
because
eye opens for him. Though.
I genuinely think he's the most psychotic person in the entire show. I think if he got it, it would be like worse than Boo levels. Like we're talking just like insane, like just killing everyone.
Mhm.
Well, 100%.
He'd just go crazy.
Oh, and Vegeta ate an ant. Had a
right.
medical ant.
Right, he did finally eat one of those revive bugs.
Yeah, because he got shot multiple times. It's
Yep.
straight 50 cent style.
Exactly. He was
Many men
50 Cent getting shot. And he's like, yo, pass me one of those bugs.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
She looks over. Ku and Do are sleeping on the couch, and she looks over and she's like, everything's going to my plan. And she does that evil and then it cuts back to them fighting more.
Yeah.
They're invading.
Yeah, he gives the.
Some girl comes up to him and says, Ayo, like I
That's
like
a
your
nice
belt.
eye, dude. You want to give me that?
I'll kiss you for it. And he's like, nah, I didn't need that. And he's like, but your hat, I want that. And he gets this green hat.
Yeah, and then the girl's like, dude, that's kind of fucked up.
Like she
I would have kissed him, dude.
her hat is more worth than the
Nah.
kiss, dude.
Yeah, that's because, and I think that was like Degasu paid someone to go do that.
Yeah.
Because he was asked to
Yeah,
by
exactly.
King Goma to go
Yeah,
find it. He's
yep,
like,
yep,
don't
yep.
fucking let anyone find out.
Yep. And
Motherfucker.
so I
Don't
believe
fucker.
King Goma is gonna get that eye now. And that's how we're gonna get the strong King Goma and how they're gonna have to go
Probably.
fusion towards and fight him and stuff like
Oh,
that.
kid fusion? That'd be sick, dude.
Well, they've already teased it.
I know.
with
A
the
kid, but a
fusion.
kid fusion? A
Kid
tiny fusion?
Dude, it's gonna go
Kid
crazy.
Gogeta? Yeah, right.
That's nuts.
Yeah,
But
you can, like fuse fucking Hercule and Tien on. Yeah.
huh? That's nuts. So yeah, we're
Scores and thoughts.
I I give this one a solid 7. I'm like hovering between 7 and 7.5. Like it's right in that pocket.
It's kind of been your regular.
Mhm.
Yeah,
That's been
so
pretty
far.
pretty
Yeah.
average. I like it's not bad.
It's actually.
A non-Dragon Ball fan.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I'm enjoying the thing is, like I said, I'm enjoying the fights. Like the fights are cool. Like the characters are fun. Like the thing is, I'm not gonna lie. If I'm looking at the 3 animes I'm watching, right, that we're watching, it's like Solo has like my eyes and attention. And the thing is, like going to everything else, going to Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball's the only thing that has like decent animation quality. Because then we go to Sakamoto, and I'm sorry, but Sakamoto's animation quality isn't even near what these guys are pushing out, right? So visually, it's pleasing
It's
to me.
trouble.
It's cool to watch. And I don't know, I'm not a big Dragon Ball fan, but at the same time, I enjoy the characters. They're fun, right? The story, again, isn't something that I think is catered towards me, but I can appreciate for what it is. That's what I'll say. So far.
This one was like, yeah, it was a 7, solid 7. It wasn't the greatest and it wasn't the best, but it gave us quite a bit of like depth on the world,
Mhm.
and it also hit back on like Deborah and stuff like that. So I've always
Mhm.
seen Deborah as cool, and it also makes me kind of question on Tien Chian's eye now too, because it's a third eye too.
Mhm.
Part of a Cyclops.
No, I thought his eye was open because he was enlightened. Yeah.
I give it a 7. Yeah, same. Like it wasn't good, but it wasn't bad. But there were still some interesting points.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Little titty bits.
Yeah, so we're pretty unanimous on this.
Yeah.
That's cool. So that wraps up all the anime. There is something I want to talk to you guys about. Are you guys watching the Vigilantes anime?
The My Hero.
The My
one yet?
Hero spin-off one?
I will be.
I think it just started this week. I believe it just
I
started
think it
this
started
week.
today.
Did it start today? I don't know.
I think it's
Sometime
starting
recently.
Today or next week.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Or it might be starting next week. I can't remember. I
'Cause
know
a new trailer did drop for it. It
Yeah.
looks pretty tight.
it looks pretty decent. It looks like My Hero level of animation. So I was curious to see what's going on there because I don't know anything about it.
It's a really good like spin-off
Yeah,
because it doesn't deal with like such on a
like
scale.
grand scale.
Mhm.
Like it's more of a
It's like more Batman-esque
okay
because
cool.
they're not like at that time like where they're supposed to be. There's no like actually
yeah
like they don't want heroes.
yeah
There's no professional heroes. These are just like legit just vigilantes. They're
that's
just
cool.
being like, yo, we got
Yeah.
powers. Let's just
Let's
go
just fight
out.
crime.
Yeah.
That's cool. I'm interested to see what happens there. And yeah, we have some gaming news to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
What just a little things, just a few little things. Xbox games coming to PlayStation. Yep. Ninja Gaiden 4. This dude is freaking
Hype
out.
for it, dude. I've been waiting
freaking
10
out.
years. 10 years for a new Ninja Gaiden. Every 2 years. Maybe every 6 months. I used to be
Oh,
like,
the
yo,
one that oh, go ahead.
every time I'm like, yo, is it coming out? Is it coming out? Is it coming out? Then they gave me a Ninja Gaiden Yaiba. I hated that game. I wanted to kill myself.
The one
for that
that Sheldon is looking forward to, Power Rangers and Arc.
That's
Is that already
Oh
out?
yeah, that's
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Definitely.
We watched that, and I was like, I thought it was part of the release, and you were just like super hyped
No,
about
I
it.
was just
Yeah, but there's that. What Doom, right?
Yeah, that's gonna be sick
Doom's
too.
Dark Ages.
You're like a lot more tankier, and like if you ever played Doom 2016 or Eternal,
Yeah.
you're like a lot more faster and aerodynamic.
Yeah,
This one, you're just a straight tank. You also ride a mechanical dragon.
that's
Power.
dope.
That and heavy metal music.
Yeah, and power a Pacific Rim mech
Yeah,
That's pretty
that
dope.
like you have to like jack into and
yeah, and it becomes you.
yeah, essentially.
pretty dope.
Yeah, I
And you have a
heard
shield and you throw.
I
it,
heard
like
this
Captain
one
America.
plays more like old school Doom, where it's like more like
Heavy.
slower tanker and like you're not as agile like
Yeah.
in 2016. Because in 2016 you could like fly across a room and like
And just
yeah.
fly and just
I
start
had like
demolishing.
especially like playing it on my Steam Deck. It was a great game to just like kick back, throw in like headphones and crank up the volume, just lose, like turn off my brain and just like autopilot, just like kill everything. It was so fun. But I've heard Eternal is a bit more not as fun because you have to kill certain enemies a certain way to get like health or ammo or shields.
Yep.
So the game wants you to play a certain way. But 2016, you could just kill anything with anything.
Yeah, I heard that. I heard that they changed that in Eternal.
Yeah,
And, made
and
it
then
a little
apparently,
bit
like in
more weapon specific.
Eternal, the only way for music to start playing is like you have to get into battle, and then like the music will kind of fade in, and then once you're out of battle, the music will fade out. And I'm like,
fair enough.
yeah,
Fair enough.
yeah.
I mean, at the
I
same
want that
time,
music all the time. too.
yeah, like the Doom 2016 album is so good.
And they
Yeah,
don't
a
use
lot
the
of
same
peop-
composer
Yeah, that
in
too.
the second one.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Yeah, they don't use
But yeah,
Mick Gordon's
the first
mix.
one, like when you get into battle and like the one song plays, I'm just like fucking. It's just like it's such a fun game to just like turn off your brain and just want to rip things in half and shoot things. It's
Rip and
a
tear, rip and tear.
and
hit.
rip and tear.
all-
Rip and tear is so good.
and all these games
Yeah.
will be available on PlayStation as well. Just wanted to put that out there. You know, you can play these all on PlayStation.
Have you
May
guys seen
15th,
the
really? Wow, it's
have you
very
guys seen the-
early.
collectors?
No, what is
No, I haven't.
You haven't? Okay.
One of my boys is gonna want
Sure
that.
is.
I'm pretty sure.
it? Yeah. Oh, that's
Mm.
actually coming out now.
Wow.
Oh, that's
Oh.
the one where he actually you actually look like indie. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's sick.
Yeah.
Wait, that's cool.
Yeah.
I like
Oh,
that.
you get the helmet, right?
No.
No, it's like a big statue of him, and
Yeah,
it's
and
just
then
brutal as
You get
hell.
like that. You get a pass key. Get some like in-game things. That
Okay.
statue looks fucking sick though.
Yeah. How much is it?
I don't know.
It'll probably be like.
It's
$6,
gonna be like-
$7.
I think
It's
it's,
gonna be like
online only as
Yeah,
well,
I
which is
remember.
lame.
You're probably looking at like $300.
yeah.
Again.
Cool
Just-
though.
Cool,
Can't
very
justify
cool,
it.
very
Cool
cool.
as hell.
I will be saving mine for the.
But yeah,
Borderlands
I
project.
interested to see. I've heard it's a very hefty game to play. I don't know if that's true, but I've seen some specs of things and like it's so like if you have a modern day PC, you can probably play it.
Yeah, if you have like
Older
an
PC
average
might struggle a
modern-
bit. Might,
yeah, if
might
you're-
chug a bit.
yeah, if you got if you have like a 4 or 5 year old PC and you're looking to play this, you should probably upgrade
Yeah.
because it's gonna require some decent specs. Nothing, I don't think it's
Yeah.
like anywhere.
It's nothing
insane, but
crazy.
it definitely is does require some beefy
Yeah,
specs.
I
if
feel
you
like
want
the
that.
games coming
high
out
resolution.
this year that are like AAA games are gonna like start requiring like more of a
Yeah, they will
more
really
of
will. Well,
a
now that
beefier.
the PS5 Pro is out
rig.
and we're just off
The bar's
heels
kind of a
of
bit higher.
Xbox One probably or Xbox releasing their new whatever.
Yeah, the Xbox Prime or something.
whatever it's gonna be.
Yeah.
The Xbox
and
Optimus Prime, that'd be sick, dude.
Yeah.
Looks like a Mack truck.
But I mean, at the same time, they
Oof.
don't even really need to because the Xbox Series X is still pretty much on par with what I think the PS5 Pro has. Like,
Yeah.
just in terms of specs. So it's not
Yeah.
like they need to go above and beyond. They could just stick to this,
Yeah.
the series. Because
And like I have some friends too that are like, hey, you know, I have a PS4. Do you think I should upgrade to the PS5 Pro? And I'm like, if you have a PS4, the
PS4?
upgrade is fine.
oh,
but,
it's
but like if you have
substantial.
a PS5, like just like the first gen one, like the thick one,
like me.
yeah. If you want to upgrade
I'm
to the
gonna upgrade.
slim, that's perfect.
Well, I just don't
Like
even think
that
the
one.
upgrade. I just don't even think the upgrade's worth it for like me. Just because I like someone like me, I bought the plate. I got the Spider-Man one. I got the cool
Yeah,
custom plates,
like,
and I'm like,
One of my
what's the point?
yeah, like
I can't put them on my new one.
I have a friend who still has like the first gen one, and he's like still works fine. He's like, I have no reason to
No,
upgrade.
I
He's
have
like,
no
maybe if I
reason.
like turn on a game, it like goes like and then
I have a fan setup under it.
yeah,
Right. I have a fan dock that keeps it cool.
yeah.
Right?
So
And I don't play it for like substantial amounts of time.
yeah, honestly, the Pro is like if you want to see like every blade of grass
Yeah.
and
the-
like people in like the stadium crowds.
Yeah, like if you're looking for the best thing that you can get on, it's on the PlayStation. But I mean, yeah. So we have, what were the games again?
Doom,
Doom,
Ninja,
Ninja.
Ninja.
Expedition 33. Yeah. What's the one in the bayou?
Yeah.
Sorry. That one. Yep. And then, and then Ninja Gaiden 2 Black got shadow dropped.
Yeah, they dropped that
Yeah.
on the PlayStation. It's for $66.99. Recommended if you've never played a Ninja Gaiden game, play that Ninja one.
Question for you, someone who has no context of
I'll
anything.
tell you right now, everything, babe. What's up?
Should I watch a lore thing on the first game or just jump into 2?
You could just you can jump into 2 because it's just like a continuation, but it's got really nothing to do with it.
Okay.
'Cause
Because the Master Collection I could buy, which has 1, 2, and 3, for like
Just get Ninja Gaiden 2 Black.
Okay.
Because it's a better quality. If you just want to play Ninja Gaiden 1,
Yeah, like I don't like.
just get that on the Steam because you could probably get it for cheaper.
It's $69.99.
No, like just the original, like the standalone the Ninja Gaiden Black.
Yeah, it's $69.99.
No, not Ninja Gaiden 2 Black.
Oh, pardon me, the first one.
There's Ninja Gaiden Black.
Yeah.
Just get that. It'll be like $10.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah,
Okay.
and it's basically what that is just the story is there's a sword called the Dark Dragon Sword.
Yeah.
It gets taken away.
Yeah.
And then you have to just go get that back.
Okay.
And then the second one is about these demons. They don't steal, has nothing to do with the Dark Dragon Blade.
Yeah.
But it just takes place right after.
Got it.
And then that's the only continuation.
Okay, cool. Okay, because
Other than Ninja Gaiden lore, what else? What else we got? Or we're completely done. That's it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we touched on everything. We touched on everything. That was a good
That
episode.
was it.
Thank you guys again for watching Sack Squad. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. Let us know what you guys are watching and what you guys are keeping up with, or if you're keeping up with the animes we are, let us know your thoughts on the last episodes. We would love to see more engagement. We love you guys. And yeah, we will see you next week for another fun fueled episode. Sack Squad out.
Peace.